A Sammamish teen's love to learn led her on a journey to raise enough money for a school to be built in other countries such as Ghana, Laos, and Guatemala. Many of her donations coming in thanks to her love of art. Dia Nahar is here with us. Dia Nahar is with us here this morning. We're so happy you're here with us this morning. We'd love for you to tell us more about Pencils for Promise and what inspired you to launch a fundraising campaign of your own.
Yeah, so Pencils of Promise is a nonprofit that builds schools in Laos, Ghana, and Guatemala. And I was drawn to the cause because, one, I really believe that education and opportunities should be available for every child because it has the power to lift communities. And two, because of the way Pencils of Promise goes about their work, they make sure that 20% of the work needed to make a school happen comes from the community itself, and that's usually in the form of materials or labor. And then each school build project is led by a local, and that makes sure that the community will actually use the school since they've invested in it. But what really inspired me was the founding story of Pencils of Promise. When I was in around 8th grade, I read the book The Promise of a Pencil by Adam Brown, the founder of the organization. And he wrote that book to share his journey in founding Pencils of Promise. And it all kind of started when he asked a little boy on the street, if you could have anything in the world, what would you have? And he responded, a pencil. Oh. And Adam Brown had a pencil with him and he gave it to the boy, and it made him really happy. And Pencils of Promise started with one pencil, and now they have 589 classrooms built around the world. So that was really inspiring to me, and I started thinking about how I could make an impact.
Yeah, and you definitely have, because you helped raise more than $50,000 to build one of those schools. And you had a fundraising campaign that people donated to, but you used another one of your talents to bring in some donations. What was that?
Yeah, so when I was 8 years old, my brother and I went around knocking on doors in our neighborhood and asking our neighbors if they would buy our art, because we wanted to donate to the Seattle Children's Hospital. And that was my inspiration for how I raised money for this campaign, because I really wanted to do something meaningful with my art. So I would reach out to people in my community and ask them if they would commission something, because I've done a lot of art, so I would send them over some things that I've done in the past, and I would work with them on figuring out what they wanted, because I wanted to make sure everybody got a unique piece. And instead of paying me, I would have them donate directly to my campaign page, and it took me about 3.5 years to reach my goal.
And it was a wonderful goal. You saw some of the beautiful artwork there that Dia has created. So thank you so much for doing that. On your screen now, you're also going to see the website for Pencils of Promise if you're interested in learning more about the organization. Again, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right